Faith is one of the most talked about concepts among Christians, yet it remains one of the hardest to fully grasp. Some believe faith is simply acknowledging God's existence. Others see it as the key to receiving blessings. Many struggle with faith altogether, especially when life becomes challenging. But what if I told you that faith isn't just something you have, it's something you live? Faith is more than a momentary decision, it's a lifestyle we choose daily. Before we explore the deeper dimensions of faith, we must first understand the critical difference between belief and faith. They're not the same, though we often use them interchangeably. Belief often refers to intellectual agreement or acceptance that something is true. For instance, you might believe in God's existence or the historical facts about Jesus. However, belief alone doesn't necessarily transform your life or actions. James 2 verse 19 says, "You believe that there is one God. Good. Even the demons believe and shudder." This verse reveals something profound. Even demons have belief. They know God exists, they recognize Jesus' authority. Yet their belief doesn't lead to submission or transformation. This distinction helps us understand Romans 10 verse 9, which states, "If you declare with your mouth, 'Jesus is Lord,' and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." Here, belief leads to salvation when paired with confession. However, while belief is enough to save you, it isn't enough to sustain you through life's challenges. The bridge between belief and faith appears in Romans 10 verse 17. So faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ. Faith begins to develop as we hear and receive God's word. Unlike belief, which acknowledges truth, faith acts on that truth with complete trust in God's character and promises. Faith goes beyond mentally knowing something. It encompasses trust, reliance, and deep-seated confidence that influences behavior and decisions. As Catherine Coleman beautifully expressed, faith is when you stop believing only with your head and start believing with your life. This distinction explains why Jesus asked in Luke 18 verse 8, "When the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth?" He wasn't questioning whether people would believe in his existence. He asked whether he would find people truly living by faith, people whose actions and choices demonstrated complete trust in him regardless of circumstances. Moving from belief to faith is a conscious choice and effort. While belief acknowledges truth, faith acts on it, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. This transition doesn't happen automatically. It develops as we intentionally engage with God's Word and choose to trust Him daily, especially when life doesn't make sense.